What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Coach Black, your internet relationship and breakup coach. Today's topic: if no contact didn't work, what else can you do to get your ex back or to get their attention, to make them come to you? Now, a very popular comment that I see in the comment section, and thank you all for commenting, by the way. I definitely can't get back to everyone else in the comments, but I hope this video gives you answers on what to do next. If you've been doing no contact for a long time and you're starting to lose hope that you'll ever attract your ex back, you'll ever get their attention, this video will give you the clarity that you need on potential next steps that you can do as you move forward in your no contact journey. Now, first and foremost, let's get this out of the way because it's important you understand this. Breakups do not happen in the binary. Okay, so what does that mean? Typically, when your ex is deciding to leave a relationship, it's not a yes or no question. It's usually on a sliding scale. And what I mean is, your ex is typically not 100% sure that they don't want to be with you. Right? They might be 55% sure. They might be 70% sure. Okay, they're only pretty sure that their options or their opportunities or their life would be better without you. And so the fact that they're deciding to leave is not based on practical knowledge. It's based on a feeling. It's an emotional decision. And that's why it's never 100% certain. They just have a estimation that their life is going to be better off. And so once they get above that 50 to 60% threshold, they decide to pull the trigger. And so when you understand that one, this decision is based on emotions, and you know that emotions change, they vary a lot. And two, it is not a binary. It's not a yes or no decision. And so all we need to do is slide that scale back in your favor. So truthfully understand this. And also, if your ex is saying things like they are definitely sure it's over, especially when the breakup first happens, essentially the more emotional, the more conviction that your ex has around the breakup, that's probably a good thing because they can't be that sure. And if they are, it's an emotional decision. And if your ex is making an emotional decision today in the favor of the breakup, then they can also make a future emotional decision in favor of getting back together. I've seen this time and time again with other clients. Now, here's the second thing that's very important. So first, understand that. So things can absolutely change if your ex's emotions change. Now, number two, when you say no contact didn't work, I want you to understand that the philosophy or the way you should see no contact is this: no contact with your ex or with someone who is not appreciating you, with someone who is not valuing you. No contact should be forever. Okay? No contact with this person should be forever. If they choose to walk away, then they have lost you, your affection, your intimacy, and your love until they come back and work for the relationship. And if they don't, okay, if they choose not to come back, if they choose not to call you, if they choose not to put in any effort, then truthfully, your life would be better off without them because they're not that invested in you. Now, there's a lot of people that I will talk to that I know are in such a place of deep emotion with this person, and so they will never accept walking away permanently as an option. I understand that, okay? And we can talk about other possible solutions that you can do if you're one of those people that you will never completely walk away until you take some action. I get that. But I really want you to sit and resonate with the ideology that when your ex is walking away from you, essentially they are betting against your future. This is why they have to be the ones to come back to you. They must. Because truthfully, we all want to be in love. We all want to be in relationships. We want to find our person, that romantic fairy tale. Now, while your ex may tell you today, like, I just want to work on myself, I want to focus on my career, on my business, you can guarantee that sooner or later, they are going to be with someone else. It's either going to be you, if they come back after no contact, or it's going to be someone different. But the point is, emotionally, they understand that they're not going to be single forever. So if they walk away, essentially they are betting against your future. You're not good enough for them. This is why it makes no sense for you to chase after someone who is saying that you're not good enough. They need to be the ones to come to you. They need to be the ones to put in the effort, and they can. So the reason why I mention this, when you say no contact didn't work, well, how can you say that when no contact is forever? I talk to people every single day that, oh, my ex came back after a year. Now, I would never suggest to you that you wait for your ex for a year. You don't need to do that, but you need to stick to your guns. You need to hold firm and hold tight as long as possible. The longer, the better. But also, you should be working on yourself. You should be improving your life as you go along this journey. And that way, you will always have better options in the future. Okay, this is extremely important that you get this. Now, let's look at this from your ex's perspective, okay? We understand that this was an emotional decision. And in my last video, I told you, and I say this all the time, your ex will always do what is in their best interest. So definitely working on yourself for yourself is a good idea, but your ex is definitely going to want to come back and be a part of your life if your life is better. But here's the big thing. I want you to think about people in the past, maybe even your ex or other people that you've dated. Think about the beginning of the relationship. You know those feelings that you have, like those butterflies, that excitement about this new person, about the fact that you could potentially start something that could last a lifetime. Well, usually those feelings come up because you are engaged in the pursuit. And what that means is you're probably texting back and forth with this person. Maybe you guys are having long phone calls at the end of the day. You're thinking about them when you're at work. You're thinking about them in school. Every opportunity that you have, you're doing something to yourself emotionally that draws you closer to this person. This is what binds you. This is what attracts you. This is what causes the butterflies. The point is, there's a saying that people say that love is not what happens in presence of someone, like right when you guys are facing each other or working on the relationship. It's usually what happens in the other person's absence. It's actually what you do to yourself that makes you attracted, that makes you addicted to this person. And so I say all that to say this. There's not much that you can do to get your ex to that point without their consent. And what that means is your ex has to be part of the chase. They have to be sitting at home one day on a quiet evening, thinking about you, thinking about what you're doing, thinking about who you're dating, thinking about who you're with. And so if you think that you can put in all the effort on your own to draw your ex to you, it will never work. If you think that you can do all the texting, all the calling, all the Facebook messaging or watching their stories, they are not emotionally engaged in the pursuit. And once that's lacking, it's going to be very difficult to keep your ex's attention. Extremely difficult, okay? So I say all that to say, you must be patient. Stay the course and be strong enough. Ultimately, you need to be strong enough that you are willing to walk away from your ex permanently if they do not chase you. Because them chasing you says that they are reinvesting in the relationship, they are reinvesting in your future, and they now believe that they can build something amazing with you, okay? Now, before I go any further, I want to thank you so much for watching thus far. I appreciate you for sticking around. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the future videos that I put out on this channel. Also, like this video so you don't miss further videos, and also it helps the channel. So thank you for doing so. Okay, for the people that cannot imagine a world where they never say another word to their ex because you feel like your ex is your soulmate, your ex is your person. Okay, let me say this, because I'm not here to take that away from you. I understand that belief, but think about it practically for 1 second. There are over 8 billion people on the planet. So if God, the universe, the creator, made only one person that was compatible to you and for you, what are the odds that that one person, 1 out of 8 billion people, would happen to live in a geographical area that's close enough for you to meet this person on a dating app, to meet them at the grocery store, and for you to start dating? My point is, you decide and you choose who your person is. Okay, you probably have a bunch of people, maybe hundreds of people or thousands, that you're compatible with. Okay, and then when you start the relationship, you start getting to know each other, you start investing into each other, you both decide to become each other's person. Okay, so this is why you have those feelings for your ex. So I'm not saying this to take this away, I'm saying this so you can understand that you can also make and meet another soulmate in the future. And if truthfully your ex is your soulmate, they will invest in you. They will come back to you. They will put in some effort to fix things, okay? But let's say you can't handle the pain and you must say something to them to just know for sure. You've been in no contact for a while and you must say something. You want to see if they're willing to put in some work with you. I would say go as long as possible. Wait as long as possible. Hold out as long as you can and wait it out for your ex to say something. Now, if they don't, and it's been 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, then yes, you can go ahead and send your ex a simple text message, hey, how are you doing? And see how they respond. The key is you do not need to be so emotionally engaged that if they turn you down or if they show no interest, that you will be completely broken, okay? So you have to be at a place where this message is a one and done. You're not going to further diminish your value by begging and chasing them, even though they dumped you and walked away from you. So you get one text message to see if there's any interest. And I would say after about 4 to 6 months, you can say something. It's not going to hurt your no contact journey, but make sure emotionally you are okay with any outcome that happens. Anyway. Again, if you appreciate the content, go ahead and like this video. I appreciate you for doing so. If you have any thoughts that you want to share, go ahead and drop a comment down in the comment section below. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, the quickest way to do so is to book a one-on-one coaching call. It's going to be the first link in the description, and we can talk about your situation. Thanks again for watching. Peace.